Shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you were interested in picking up a channel membership for as little as $1.99 a month, head over to my channel profile and hit the join button to view all of the available perks. Thanks! So hello there everyone and welcome today for another brand new video on the channel. Ninjago United, or for those that don't know, the next main installment of Ninjago that is set to release at some point in the next year. Now, at the time of me making this video, we do have very minimal information surrounding the season itself. With that being said, however, we absolutely do not have a shortage of absolute, just wild theories, speculation, and ideas from the Ninjago community. But with everything we do actually know so far, it's safe to say that the Ninjago community has had some very mixed opinions on all of this at this current point in time, which is precisely why I am making this video here today. Now, before we talk any further, of course, there are a lot of people out there that are extremely excited to see where this new series goes and have high hopes for it. But there have also been a lot of people that have been very concerned about it, all things considered. The main driving force behind this video comes from a question asked on my Twitter a few days ago, which, by the way, you should all totally go and follow, where I asked if people had high hopes for the next season. Now, the results here were quite mixed, but I actually found that most people there were quite worried about the season, or they straight up just weren't all that interested in it, which I personally believe is a real shame. But with all of the current theories we have surrounding this, I can absolutely see why people think this way. I mean, with all of this talk of a new ninja team, a new generation type show, it's understandable as to why people would be worried and even upset about this. Other shows have done this before, and they have also had the same kind of reaction. Boruto being a prime example of this. Now, personally, I do believe that if they went down that particular route, it would end up failing, just to be blunt here, as if it can't really capture the attention of a lot of the core fans here, it's not going to have a very bright future, which is absolutely a huge shame, as I'm sure a lot of work would have gone into this new series, assuming they do actually go down the route of having a new main ninja team or something, or at least just have the current ninja take a step back throughout the new season and have them train a new team of ninja. You know, if they went down that particular route or anything at least remotely similar to that, I think a lot of fans would end up disliking it, because if they can't resonate with those characters or just simply find them to be worse than the original, which I'm sure a lot of people would think, then a lot of people are just simply going to start hating on it and will not find it interesting, and that is definitely a real shame. But again, if you look at other series like Boruto, for example, the exact same thing happened with them, and it's a shame. And while they definitely do still end up having a core fan base at heart, that core fan base is extremely small, and it's going to be questionable with Ninjago in that case, as the core fan base may be a little bit too small, and to the point where the show is getting cancelled quite quickly, just due to the fact that many people aren't interested, which again is a real shame, and it's one of the main reasons I hope that really doesn't happen in a way, because I would hate to see something that is under the Ninjago umbrella and theme end up flopping that hard, and I would hate to see that, especially for all of the people that worked on it really hard. It would absolutely be a shame to see all of that hard work just go down the toilet because no one was interested in it. And so hopefully everything we have talked about today, and have talked about a lot in the past, does just end up being completely overblown, and we look back at this time next year and are just like, damn, we really went over the top. Hopefully that's kind of the scenario we're looking at, and hopefully we are just going to be with the same ninja team as the main team next year. I think that's probably the safest route Lego can go down, to be honest, instead of taking a massive leap and risk with having a new ninja team. Because if you ask me, I could easily see that whole idea flopping pretty quickly. So yeah, hopefully things do stay relatively the same. But again, as I was saying, the main point of this video is just to kind of convey my thoughts on this. I think it's definitely a shame that a lot of people's opinions on it so far are completely negative. Albeit we don't really know anything about this new installment, a lot of people just simply aren't too keen about this whole idea with all of the theories surrounding it. With all of this being said though, I think that is just about going to do it for this one here. Kind of all over the place in this one, but I did just want to convey a few things, and I think it made for a pretty interesting one today. So yeah, that's just about going to do it for me. Be sure to drop all of your own thoughts and opinions down below on this in the comments. I would love to hear your own thoughts on this. If you enjoyed this video here though, be sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more, and hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to view my new videos whenever I do post them. With all of this being said though, I will see you all very soon for my next one. Goodbye.